Hey guys, hey, it is your girl, So Fashion Week TV, and I'm back on here with another video for you guys. So Fashion Week TV is a lifestyle, health, beauty, and fashion space here on YouTube. If you like content such as this, I would urge you to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Yes, subscribe. Now, if you do subscribe, don't forget to also click that notifications bell, and what that will do is ensure that when your girl uploads content here at So Fashion Week TV, you receive a formal notification. So let's go ahead and jump into the topic of today's video. And yeah, what are we talking about today? So in today's video, guys, we are going to be talking about why we regain weight after weight loss surgery. I think this is a great topic to touch on. I am now going into year 3 post-op vertical sleeve gastrectomy surgery. I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy surgery performed on me back in October 3rd of 2016. Now at that time I weighed in at 215 pounds, and I so desperately wanted to have a revision surgery because I am a 2-time lap band patient. I was lap banded back in, I want to say it was 2007, 2008, and at that time I think I was weighing in at about 235 pounds. So I had the lap band surgery. I went all the way down to 147 pounds, and at that weight I had a lap band slip, and so I had the slipped band revised to a realized band, and went through the process of getting revised to the realized band. And then after that I was good for some years until I met my now husband. So met my now husband, and I want to say a year or two into our relationship, regain happened, and I could not get control of it. And when I did try to go back to my bariatric surgeon to get fills done to my lap band, because at that time 148 pounds was really my goal weight. I did not need to lose any additional weight, so I was just really having the revision done because the band had slipped, and I was having adverse reactions to the slip, heartburn, acid reflux. I was experiencing those things, and as a result of that I needed to have the revision performed as an emergency, just to kind of mitigate any of the risk that would occur from the prolonged acid reflux and heartburn and all that jazz. So I really did not have the band revised for weight loss. It was really revised due to the symptoms that I was having from the slipped band. And so yeah, once they put the new lap band in, I really wasn't using it, meaning I wasn't going for fills. It was just basically placed there as a safeguard in case I needed it. So when I did find that my weight was going back up, I went to the bariatric surgeon. I did go in and I got fills done, but when I got the fills, the heartburn came back. So the symptoms that I was having when the band slipped were reoccurring, even though I had a brand new band inside. So I was really afraid of that, and so I stopped going to get fills. And yeah, the weight just continued to come back. It continued to come back, and I was, you know, going to the gym and all of those things in the beginning of our relationship, but I got comfortable. Life happened and I got comfortable. And so yeah, I decided after 2 to 3 years of dealing with regain, I decided that I needed help, and I went into a bariatric surgeon's office that was located near where I live, and they recommended revision. And so now we are here 2+ years post revision. I'm going into my 3rd year, and you know, I kind of wanted to talk about that because I realized that lots of times we as weight loss surgery patients get comfortable around year 3. We think we got it, and that is when a monkey wrench can get thrown into our so-called happy ending. So I wanted to come on here and kind of touch and talk on that because I am someone who has experienced this. I've experienced firsthand with my first weight loss surgery how regain can happen and you cannot get a hold of it. So I'm doing everything in my power as an obesity survivor to talk about the things that people think are taboo or things that people want to shy away from talking about because it hasn't happened to them yet. So I wanted to come on here and talk about these things in an effort to raise awareness to it and to also help someone who may be going through it, and to also help someone who may not be going through it to not go through it. So having been there, done that, I don't want to do it again. And so yeah, we want to kind of talk about why these things happen and what we can do if we are going through that at this time, or even if in the future, some of the things that we can do to safeguard it getting completely out of control. So let's go ahead and jump on into it. So why do you ask? Why is it that some individuals regain their weight so much so they actually qualify to have another weight loss surgery performed? And very simply, guys, all I can say in response to that question as an answer is very simply, life happens. Weight gain after bariatric surgery is typically as a result of some type of life change. Now, as I just stated, in my situation, I had so many different life changes happening over the course of 5 to 10 years that it was really like an emotional roller coaster. And as a result of that, I gained weight. You regain weight because you've had kids, you've just left a relationship, you've changed the way you've eaten, your finances took a hit, you have a new job, yay! You're prescribed medication by your doctor, or maybe you've just stopped exercising, you've fallen off of the wagon. Circumstances play a big role, and so does your attitude. And what I realized on this journey, on this lifelong journey, is this: the shape of your stomach is less important than the shape of your mind. Obesity is a chronic disease, and while weight loss surgery can be life-saving, yes, life-saving, it's not a cure. And its success depends on one's ability to be able to stick to lifestyle changes and specific nutrition guidelines. So if you're losing ground on this journey, it's probably time for you to take stock of your situation. How are you feeling? Are you feeling okay? What are you eating? How much are you eating? Are you eating like everyone else? Look around you. If you're eating like everyone else, you're not special anymore. When I first got my weight loss surgery, I remember going out to a restaurant. It's called, it's called Burger and Lobster. It is an awesome restaurant. They give you really good seafood. The seafood is so fresh. But yes, I remember during the pureed stage, someone was visiting from out of town and they wanted to go to that restaurant. Now I'm on the pureed stage of my program, and I can't eat like everyone else. Now it's an awesome restaurant. Ambiance is great. The wait staff is great. The food is great. But I couldn't eat like everyone else. So what I decided to do was I packed my own little small container of ricotta bake, and I took that along with me to the restaurant. And when they were served, I was able to eat what I brought with me and not feel left out. But if you taking stock of the situation, this is a prime example. Sometimes we, as people pleasers, a lot of times obese people are people who puts everyone else before themselves, and so that people pleaser mentality can get you in trouble. And for me, that was one of the first times when I put me before a situation. And so I was very accommodating in going out to the restaurant, but I did not compromise my surgery by eating what everyone else was eating. So take a look around when you're eating. If you're eating like everyone else, you shouldn't be. Are you by any chance taking any new medications? I know a lot of times when we get weight loss surgery, we get trim and slim. We don't want to have any more babies. Our doctor puts us on things like birth control, and then we start packing on the weight. Are you taking any new medications? And we think about that because it is critical to deal with the lifestyle components of why these things are happening before we go into our surgeon's office and start thinking about other surgical interventions, i.e. revision surgery. And the most important thing to find out is if you are making the right food choices, exercising enough if you exercise, and doing everything possible to stick to a healthy program. That's basically where you want to start. This is a lifelong journey, and I don't think that many of us sign up when we go into that surgeon's office and we make our decision to go forward. We get our approval through insurance, we get a surgery date, and we go through our pre-op testing. I don't think that we realize that this is a life sentence that we're signing off on, and if we really want to make good on what we've signed up for, it is a life sentence that we're signing off on. And I definitely didn't realize that, you know, going into this years upon years ago, I thought that losing the weight was going to solve all of my problems. I thought meeting the man of my dreams would solve all of my problems. I thought that getting married and getting a house and having a happy family situation would solve all of my problems, and it didn't. It basically backfired on me, and I ended up unhealthy and unhappy in the happiest of situations. So now some people do gain weight for unintentional reasons. So one of the last things we talked about is medications. Sometimes unintentional weight gain is a symptom or a side effect of medication that you're on, which is why you really have to, you know, do your research, stay in close proximity with your doctor, and talk these things through. You might even find yourself going into your surgeon's office looking for a revision surgery because you can eat more. And I'm here to tell you guys that this is not a failure. It's not a failure. It is expected that over time your stomach will shrink, which is why it's important that in the process or in the process of signing up for this journey, you need to stick to the healthy choices, staying on plan. The plan that you signed up for when you went in to have this surgery is the plan that you kind of need to be on for the rest of your life. And sticking to the plan will ensure that you don't have these issues. So today, yes, we can do things that we were not able to do 10, 15, 20 years ago. We can go and qualify for surgeries that will help us to lose weight. But remember that surgery is just a tool. It's not the end all be all. There's still a lot of mental work. There's still a lot of inner work that needs to be done. And until we begin to work on those things and bring those things to the forefront of our mind and think about them every single day, how we can be better at it every single day, living in this journey on purpose, eating good on purpose, exercising on purpose, eating clean on purpose. Until you live and walk in your purpose, you'll find yourself regaining weight and being extremely unhappy. I am so thankful that I was able to get a third chance at this, and I am not going to mess it up. So, you know, life happens. It happens. Trust me. Listen, right now I am sitting at 128 pounds. Post-holiday, and yeah, it's just the thing. And so what I'm going to do is I'm getting back on plan. So today is my first day back on plan, and I'm sure that by the end of this week I will be back on here reporting a loss, because this is a lifelong battle. This is something that I am going to be fighting for the rest of my life, and I don't like to lose. So I want to stay on the winning side of things, and I'm going to keep fighting. So stay in the fight, guys. That is a take-home message. Stay in the fight. Don't give up. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Don't forget, thumbs up, leave me a comment, something. Let your girl know that you are excited about what we're doing here at So Fashion Week TV. I'm going to make this a series. So we touched on unintentional weight gain, so I'm going to dive into that more. We also talked about medications. I want to dive into that more. We want to dig a little bit deeper in talking about the specific medications that can cause unintentional weight gain. So yeah, we're going to dive into it, so stay tuned. More videos to come on this topic. We are going to stay in the fight, okay? Stay in the fight.